Hi everyone, welcome to Convos In The Attic. Short conversations among friends about the simplest of things, backed up by the deepest of thoughts, all done in an attic. We are your hosts, I'm Mar.
I'm Cedric.
Albert.
Dom.
Welcome back, Mar.
Welcome back.
Salamat.
Yeah.
Salamat.
After yung fans mo, hinahanap
Wow,
ka.
fans.
Yeah.
So yung nanay ko.
If only our fans can see how we're wearing
How
our
dressed
stuff
up
right
si
now.
Mar. Oo, kaya naka-long leaves.
Naka-long leaves ako
Siya
ngayon.
lang yung naka-pants dito.
Actually, ako nga lang yung naka-pants. Ako lang naka-long sleeve.
Paint them a picture.
Naka-black pa. The rest na mga kasama ko, naka-white,
We chillin'.
loose shirts, and short shorts.
Emphasis on the short.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And today is a very hot day.
Welcome back. bro.
Salamat.
So, take us through it.
So I think because it's time for us to settle down after a very busy week, lahat tayo pagod. It's nice to also reflect yet again, take a step back and see in our professional lives what our idea of success has been. I mean, of course, di ba, pag nagtatrabaho naman tayo, there's always a goal that we want to achieve. And ideally, that goal is our idea of success for ourselves. Pero I am pretty sure that that idea of success actually had a lot of permutations,
Yeah.
a lot of changes, right?
I like that term. For me,
So, probably just to kick things off with this topic, more of trying to understand nung graduate tayo. Well, bago tayo graduate, para mas specific, let's say 4th year college or 3rd year college. What was that idea of success that you had for yourself when you were in, specifically before you hit 30? How would you say that you were a successful professional?
when I was in 3rd year, how old? 19, no? 19 years old.
19.
Yeah. 19 na natin lahat. But I just didn't want to not have a job 5 years then. Like I wanna support myself. I don't kind of want to be dependent on my parents, paying for all these stuff. I also wanted to kind of, give back as well. And at the same time, I just don't want to be like a failure. You know what? Parang parang ayoko lang masayang yung binayaran ng magulang ko.
Mahal tuition.
Mahal tuition, pare.
UANP.
And
Yeah, totoo. So it's really just getting that first job after graduating and not being a bum.
yeah, correct. And just being financially stable.
Yeah.
And
And independent.
correct.
Ikaw, Dom.
So we had a workshop with our prof where we had to say what we envision ourselves doing in 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
So what I put first was specific to brand manager of PNG.
Wow.
Yeah.
Specific.
As in, I wanted that and PNG rin. Yeah, so I wanted to be a brand manager in PNG. Like, I thought at that time it would just be a walk in the park. Kasi kung ano yung pinapractice natin sa IMC, yun din yung gagawin ko as a brand manager.
Yeah.
I had no idea about finance. I had known na it would involve like dealing with other people, third party crap. Pero obviously right now, alam ko na yun lahat. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say na that's what I want right now still, to be a brand manager.
For yourself, Bert, what did you see yourself when you were in college? What was that dream job that you wanted to be in when you hit 25?
My goals were like hella petty.
Okay.
Like for one, in terms of my profession, like because I was in the same workshop as Dom's.
Yeah.
I remember placing like a specific age, like by 24, like you will be a force to be reckoned with on the specific industry that I was in by that time.
So, hindi siya ganun ka-specific.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because back then I had like numerous interests, but at the same time I was like still lost. I mean, I'm still fucking lost now, but at the same time I was way lost.
I like what you said, Bert, where during that time, hindi pa natin masyado alam talaga. Very mababaw pa lang understanding natin of what we want to do.
I was
But-
hella shallow.
Yeah,
bro.
but we have something. Like we won something,
yeah,
which is good.
yeah. Like shallow in terms of course, I wanted the fast cars. I wanted wealth. I
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah,
have like a
yeah.
model
Yeah.
girlfriend. Like I really placed that in the list, bro. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to like by 24.
By 24,
I wrote there. The moment I open my fucking eyes, I look at my Victoria's Secret model.
Wow.
how the shit,
God
bro.
damn.
Yo, to all people out there, we could all dream big. Like that,
Yeah.
that shit should be a real thing. But at the same time, we have to be grounded, of course.
And I-
But yeah, that was just me.
Actually, napaisip ako ngayon.
Yeah.
Like, what made these things seem so attainable back then?
that is true.
No?
Kasi that was the next thing that I wanted to ask. Kasi everyone would have those hip-hop dreams, celebrity dreams,
Athlete.
Super.
athlete dreams. So, I think for one, yeah, that's a good question, Dom. What made us think that we could actually achieve those things by the time we hit 24 or 25? And then, now that we're 24, 25, 26, and we're in a different place than what we imagined.
We're in an attic recording.
On a weekend.
On a weekend, right?
Venting out our feelings
Exactly.
and our frustrations.
I wonder what that says.
Ang lungkot. So what changed? I think, sige, so for one, picking up from what Dom said, what made us think that it was so attainable? And then the next is what changed over the years?
Well, first of all, institutions like where we graduated from
The university.
really pushed us to be dreamers. Why would these schools, kind of put you down? Well, the number one thing that they should do is put you up to success.
Yeah. That's what we pay them for in the first place.
Exactly.
Totoo naman.
They bring us to the promised land.
Mm.
But that's the thing. You can dream as much
Yeah.
as you can, but life isn't just a straight line.
Yeah.
It's a zigzag. Now, in relation to institutions putting us up to be dreamers, from a 19-year-old who just really wanted the shallowest things to like a 26-year-old right now, it did change. Like shallow inspirations from I want to be a basketball player to a guy who does the ads
Yeah.
for some brands.
Yeah, that's true.
I must say it's not what I dreamt of.
Yeah.
What was that, for you, Bert, what was that dose of reality that you got to actually tell you na medyo mahirap maging ganyan by 25?
Oh man, because for one, ever since, I always had a knack of just like expressing myself creatively through several mediums. Like for one, I've always been a sucker for like great designs, and I've always had this eye to like just create things that people would resonate to. May it be from writing or like just creating designs, like specifically like say clothes or whatnot. Because I was involved in that during college.
Merch, right?
Yes, sir. And that was something that I took pride in, like
Mhm.
even now. But at the same time, like after college, that shit humbled me because I wasn't knowledgeable, like thoroughly, on the whole process of things, like in the real world, on how to apply certain things for your product to just like be spread and be shown to like the fucking world,
Yeah.
like in real life. Like in school, it was rather attainable, but at the same time, like reality really hit me hard
Mm-hmm.
because it just humbled me with the facts on this is what you should do, this is the path to doing that, these are the quote unquote gatekeepers if
Right.
there's such thing, or these are the things that could limit you. Like
Yeah.
money, it's a big thing.
Reality
So,
check,
yeah,
no?
yeah.
Sobra.
And then, how do you think that actually, changed that idea of success for yourself? Because of course, di ba nag-start yan, nangangarap tayo when we were in college. Okay, we want this kind of job. We want to be in this industry. Like for you, Dom, we wanted to be a brand manager in P&G. And then reality bit at
Yeah.
some point in your life. So, how do you feel that reality check, how did it affect your idea of success for yourself when you felt like, ang dami palang pinagkaiba nung natututunan ko sa college compared to what is actually needed in the real world? How did you adjust?
It's so funny na when you hear the term reality check, parang ang negative niya, no?
Totoo.
Yeah.
Parang
There's a certain
you
weight
parang
behind it.
it
Yeah.
brings you down.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's funny. It's funny lang.
Yeah,
na
I hear you.
we're dreamers, but then we also have to remember of the reality.
Yeah.
The reality of
On a side note,
Yeah.
just to build on that point, it's so sad that reality has a negative connotation and dreams have a more positive connotation.
Yeah.
Oh,
when in
man.
fact, reality is
That's
what
big
you
time.
live in, and dreams
Yeah.
are what you
Yeah.
hope you
man.
live in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We digress.
we digress, but that was a good point. So how do you feel that changed your idea of success?
Well, honestly, here's what happened. So, when I graduated, I wanted to work for, syempre, PNG, yeah, all of that. Pero by this time, like, I wanted to work for an agency na. I wanted to work for Leo Burnett. Kasi sabi ko, oh shit, dream agency. And then, I remember a few days after grad, I applied there. And in a few hours, I got a reply. Sabi nila, come in tomorrow, may interview ka. So I got there, first interview of my life. So I went through the entire process. And then, they never got back to me na. And, pocha, start na yun ng downhill.
I hear you.
Everything went downhill
Yeah,
from
yeah.
there.
I remember this, yeah.
From June to October, to the last day of September, wala akong job. And my parents, nahiya na ako humingi ng salary ng sweldo sa kanila.
Ng allowance.
Allowance. Sorry. Nahiya na ako humingi ng allowance sa
Yeah.
kanila.
Yeah.
And that was the start of a huge struggle. Like, I had to live off yung groceries na binibili ng kuya ko. I'd spend 100 pesos a day lang. So that was the reality. Like, wait, I graduated from UANP, IMC. Companies are supposed to be looking for me.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be desperately searching on Job Street for an interview.
Oh, wow.
Pero wala. It didn't happen. Diba? For 5 months.
No, that's true. And I think that goes back to Ced's point on, it's not really that institutions like universities are giving you unrealistic goals. Of course, their job is to make sure that you don't shortchange yourself.
Yeah.
Pero it's also humbling to see na you also need to help manage your expectations
Yeah.
in a way to actually see na, okay, maybe my idea of success back then isn't really what success is supposed to be for myself.
Yeah.
I think yung mali ko rin was that I thought yung course ko, IMC, like whatever we did there,
Ang hatak.
hindi, yun din yung gagawin ko in the real world. And I thought, okay, I'm not saying IMC is easy, I definitely struggled, pero kung akala ko kung like insight, big idea,
The process.
the
yeah.
process or
It'd be the
whatever
same.
subjects, it'd be the same, but it's not.
Yeah.
In a way, it's the same, but when money is involved, when time is involved, diba? Sobrang
With
iba.
different people from
Yeah,
different
working with-
contexts.
Yeah. Sorry, side note lang pala. IMC is integrated.
Marketing communications.
Okay. Sorry. Just for the non-UANP listeners that we have
Hi,
there.
Dr. K.
So yeah, so Albert, Ced, and Dom are all from IMC. The topic in itself, like the realizations we have, so far it's been negative in a way. Na parang if we summarize it in short sentences, we dreamt about something.
Yeah.
Our dreams got crushed along the way.
Maybe we could say it's been humbling.
Okay.
I think that's a lighter thing.
Really
to
good.
say.
Yes.
That's true.
It's been humbling.
That's true. And
Definitely.
now that we're trying to also see the positives that came out of it, diba?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that throughout this journey, we learned something about ourselves. So I think what I wanna talk about now is more of like based on what you learned about yourself. Like what were the things that you learned about yourself that made you actually realize that this is the success that I should be aiming for. This is what would give me fulfillment. Like
Right.
how did you redefine that idea of success?
Yeah, for one, if you have a plan A, be ready to have a plan Z. Z.
Yeah.
Life is just really a roller coaster of situations, of happenings, of milestones and whatnot. And that you have to also be ready to box success as something malleable. It changes. You change. The people around you change. Your environment change. So all your dreams or plans don't always go according to plan.
That's true.
But it's okay.
That's true.
It's okay. It just means that you have to learn and you have to grow. Yeah. The success that you dreamt of before doesn't mean you'll never find your way to that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just that dream of yours during that time, and as you grow older, your dreams change.
True.
Your view of the world change. That also means your view of success will change.
I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah.
How about you, Bert? With your compared to your dreams when you were in college.
Dominate.
Yeah, in retrospect, one thing that
Yeah.
I have learned to like really acknowledge is that I wouldn't be able to define what success is if I wasn't able to define who I really was as an individual.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing for me. Like moving forward, like growing through the years. I had to like zone in and really know myself first before I key into what I really want to do in life. And that's one thing that I'm just like really trying to build on now and have more clarity now.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
Definitely. That's one of the biggest things that I've learned to
Yep.
like, just acknowledge and just appreciate now.
That's true.
Because if you're aware of like the things you're capable of and the things you're not capable of.
Yeah.
Kasi mali mo,
Nothing can stop
nung 19 years old ka pa, may talent ka pa pala na hindi mo na-discover at that time. Or like like an interest you haven't explored,
5 years is a long time.
That's
Correct.
true.
Yeah.
And for you, Dom, like, what was that change that you had? That understanding of yourself that you had, and then what is your current idea of success for yourself right now? In between that struggle, nung nagsisimula ka na naghahanap ng trabaho, and then na-realize mo na, okay, this is what the real world really is about.
As said, mentioned, things don't go as planned most of the time. Yeah, you have an ideal scenario, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it will push through. Of course, you work hard to make it happen.
Yeah.
Pero probably acceptance.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
As long as you know you're putting in the work, you're trying to make it happen for you, then success will most likely come. But my current view of success is one word na lang now. Based on everything I've learned so far.
Yeah.
And it's happiness.
Correct.
Because like you could not be in a high position at work, or you could not have as much money as your peers. But if you're genuinely happy with where you stand, with where you are, and you're not hurting anyone, then there's no pressure on you to keep up with everyone else.
That's true.
Diba?
That's true. I think probably to start wrapping things up, Ren, Dom, you really raised a very good point. And I'd like to build on that with what Albert and said mentioned earlier. So if you look at it, diba, the first step really is to understand who you are. Like the things that you're capable of, the things that make you happy. And at the same time, understanding that you change as a person. So that also changes what makes you happy. And the fact that happiness should really be the measure of success. Because success, quote unquote, is pointless if you're not happy when you achieve it.
Yeah.
Right? That's for sure.
Sobra.
So you can't even say that you've been successful if you're not happy. Diba? And it parang, the cliche of money is the measure of success.
No.
Or position at work is the measure of success. Na sabi nga ni Dom, kung kahit gaano kataas yung position mo sa isang kumpanya, kung hindi ka naman masaya, you're not successful. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
On paper, you are.
On paper, you are.
But if you're true to yourself,
yes.
diba? Will you say na I'm successful, I'm genuinely happy with where I am?
That's true. And I think just for my last comment on this one is, it makes you realize that success really isn't just a milestone that you should aim for when you reach 30. Because if success means happiness, then success should be a daily thing. It should be an everyday thing. You should be aiming for success every day, meaning you should be aiming for your happiness every single day.
Yes.
But then that's difficult.
Oh naman!
Definitely.
Consistency, just trying to be at your A game every day.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's not A+ every day. Sometimes
naman.
you're a D.
And like what you mentioned earlier, buddy, you just got to roll with the punches, adapt to it.
How about you, Said? Any last thoughts on this one?
I have like 3 points, right? I think as you grow older, you shouldn't stop becoming a dreamer. Dreaming doesn't stop, even if you're like 50s, even when you're gray and old already. You shouldn't put yourself down. Just because you didn't achieve your success doesn't mean you're a failure. You probably didn't become an NBA player, but you're like the best friend sa barkada mo. That's already success in itself. Another point is be ready to, like what Bert mentioned, be ready for the punches life will bring you. Because once you've adapted to what life brings to you, I think that's the first step of success. Being someone who's able to take everything in, but putting out his or her best every day.
Yeah.
The last point would probably be find your success. It's out there somewhere. Just because money is equivalent to success doesn't mean that's already success. Malay mo, making people happy or laugh is already the success that you're made of talaga. Then that's good. You know, just because the world is saying that this is success, that should be your success.
Yep.
Amen.
Hindi dapat ganun.
Yeah.
Because
Amen.
the success that you will find is what life brings or builds you up to.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
should be
yeah.
ready for that because it's amazing.
I agree. Bert?
Actually, just to build on what Seth just mentioned, we all, like, as individuals, we just have to, like, really own up to our own vision of success. Like, you really do. Like, I get that it's hard to, especially now, like, sources of pressure are just, like,
Oh my God.
so much. But yeah, at the end of the day, you have to find that strength in you, cancel out the noise, and just, like, define what will make you happy.
Mine is almost exactly the same as Bert. Like, everyone feels so much pressure now to quote unquote be successful. But success is really relative.
Yep.
And you define what your personal success is. Diba? So be happy, guys.
I agree.
Let's be happy.
Let's be happy.
Let's be happy.
Group hug ngayon na.
Yes.
Again, thanks everyone for listening. We'd like to hear also from you what your idea of success
We
is.
like to
Share
hear
naman,
success
guys,
stories,
please.
man.
Yeah,
Share
success
naman.
stories
Please.
or your
Please share
your,
naman. Mga IMC din dyan, no?
or your journey to success. We'd really love to get your insights on that one, since you know we're all more or less from the same generation going through similar challenges.
Yeah, if you agree with us or you disagree with us, it's okay. We just really want to know what you think about it. You know?
Yes, share your comments below. Send us an email, DM us on Instagram. Make sure you share this episode if you liked it. And we'll catch you all in the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.